Okay, today we take a look at the 2017 Ford Expedition Limited. Let's see what it's like to drive the only SUV left in the Ford lineup that's still on a truck platform. Push button start. And here we go. As I mentioned, the Ford Expedition is the only SUV left in the Ford lineup that's still on a truck platform. The Explorer has been on a unibody platform since 2011. And when you jump into an Expedition, for those of you that own a truck, and specifically an F-150, you definitely feel a resemblance. You can tell that it's on a truck platform just by how it rides. It's a very, very comfortable ride, but it's not like driving an Explorer that's on the unibody platform. The engine in the Ford Expedition is the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost twin turbo. It's the exact same engine that's in the F-150s. It's got 365 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Now this is a regular length Ford Expedition, and it weighs 5,800 pounds, or very, very close to it. I think it's 5,790 or something like that. If you step up to the EL, which is the extended version, you have to add on about 300 pounds to the weight, and that is for four-wheel drive, that is. If you choose a two-wheel drive model, you save about 260 pounds in weight. The Ford Expedition competes in the full-size SUV class. Main competitors is the Chevy Tahoe, and then its luxury cousin, the Yukon from GMC. There really isn't that many more SUVs that have the full size of the Expedition and the Yukons. Now obviously you have the Escalades as well, but that's an even higher price range. Now, if you compare to the Ford family, the Expedition, driving one big SUV like this, it's different from, say, an Explorer. You feel a lot more, or you hear a lot more road noise. I can hear like the wind drag and such. It's not as isolated as the smaller crossover SUVs. The 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine does well, though. It's a whole lot better step up from the previous Triton V8 that was in the Expedition up till 2014. In my opinion, would be nice to have the 5.0 V8 as an option as well for those that are diehard V8 fans like myself. But as I mentioned, this 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine is excellent. Nothing to complain about. A lot of torque. We got up to 70 miles an hour there. You can't really feel it. It's like you're floating around here on a big couch. That's sort of how it feels to drive these vehicles. And I have an F-150 myself. And it does have the 5.0 V8, so it's a little difference in just the sound from inside the vehicle while you're driving, but they're just big and comfortable. Gas mileage in the Ford Expedition with the 3.5 liter EcoBoost is 20 on the highway, 15 in the city, and 17 on average, which is, those are good ratings for a big heavy vehicle like this, which is also the reason why Ford chooses to go with the 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6. Now, this being a limited, it has a lot of the nice features, such as the new Sync 3. We have cooled seats, heated seats, and also being a Expedition, as I mentioned, on a truck platform, you have a full shift on the fly here, 2 high, 4A for all-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low. You have your trailer brake control as well. The steering wheel is out of the older F-150. So I do feel that this interior here, except for the new infotainment system Sync 3, is a little dated. Steering wheel in my 2015 F-150 is the upgraded one. So it just feels a little old, but that might be me as well. I'm very used to Ford vehicles, and I'm just anticipating a upgraded Expedition, which will most likely come next year. Ebony black leather interior. Excellent stereo system in the Expedition as well, for the limited trim level, that is. You get a 700 watt Sony stereo system with 12 speakers and 2 subwoofers. These videos never do the stereos justice, but it is an excellent system. Being that it's a bigger Expedition like this, the power of the stereo is upgraded. The strongest Sony stereo system you can get is 500 watts, and that's for select Explorers that have that equipped. Like my car has the Sony stereo system as well, but it's 390 watts. Would be very nice if the 700 watt system would be an option for my car. In the turns, being on a truck platform, again, I know I keep mentioning this, but you do notice a difference while driving. A lot more body roll. But the Expedition is also made to be pretty much a truck for a family that just, you know, needs 7 seats at least for passengers. The Expedition can tow 9,200 pounds properly equipped. It has to be rear or 2-wheel drive to reach those towing ratings, but that is a pretty good number for an SUV when it comes to towing. So I mean, you can tow full-size boats and what have you. Except for the exterior wind noise that you hear, It's a pretty quiet ride for the size of the vehicle that it is and the tires that it has on it. Now I will be doing a full review of this vehicle here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this shorter POV drive of the 2017 Ford Expedition. And if this is the first time you're visiting the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.